G'day, hi and welcome. Hmm. Hmm. All right, plot thickens. Okay, so got the trailer, the trees on the trailer, like this. Okay, didn't go through the roof. That much, well, doesn't look like it went through the roof. I mean, there could be a branch right in the living room, who knows? I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get the tree off. Okay, so here's your tree, here's your tray of the roof. Okay, the butt's not on the ground, it's up maybe about 2 or 3 feet, so that's good and dangerous. Okay, now you can try cutting at that end, or you can take a ladder, come to this end, and underscore, 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 wedge, cut, and then you get, let's see if we can do this, yeah, so that pops up. Yeah, that should theoretically work. It's just if I can get the angle. If I can get the angle. And then it'll just drop right down, then cut the rest up on the ground. Not in the air. Ooh, I'm so smart. I mean, it works in theory, but because that's what you do with the branches with the pole arm saws. You cut and then you cut, right? And I've done trees where I've done that, and then I've done the whole way around and come up. Now, because it's so high off the ground, I can't just upcut it, right? And you'll jam up anyway, so you have to notch it at the top on something that big, or else you upcut it or you notch it. Another idea is plunge cut, plunge cut, plunge cut, and try to snap it. That's if my client wants me even to bother with it, but I'm pretty sure she was going to want me to. But I gotta assess it to see if I can actually do it. So I'm gonna send her the photos tonight. Say, look, we have 2 trees down. That third one, I think would go through the trail. I think that one will land onto the highway, but maybe get lucky and it lands on the hydro line and doesn't kill the trailer, and then hydro can take it away. That'd be ideal. That would be ideal if they could do that. Hmm. That's going to be a tricky one, guys. I know it's been a couple of days since I've been able to get a video out. I had to go do the school with my buddy today. Poor buddy received some bad news today, so prayers for them. Uh, Came into here, Marvin. I don't know how he got the black walnut back in here, but he chewed one up in here. Like, you little bugger. Like you could eat. It's bad enough that he messed up out there. Oh my god, what a little disaster that little buggers. Yeah, I did catch another mouse. I'm at mouse number 24 or 25. Mouse number 24 or 25. Um, I started recording Pinto yesterday. That was starting to come along. I thought I was gonna be working on that all day today. My buddy calls me at 8 o'clock this morning. Want to work? I said okay. Yeah, so I made a little bit of money today, so that's good. That's really good. Every little bit helps. Went shoveled the church step. But coming up my driveway, because we got freezing rain last night and snow, so I could see all the branches that I got to cut. So my dad drove down here. He had to borrow my stapler, or my uncle had to borrow my stapler next door. So my dad came and got it while he was at it. I said, okay, I'm gonna throw my pole arm chainsaw. Just bring it up to the house. If I don't do it tonight, I'll do it tomorrow, whatever. But just to cut those branches while they're low, so I know which ones are the problem ones. And that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. Yeah, so that tree's going to be. Uh, it's a tricky one. It's more I just got to think about it how I'm going to do it, because like it's about, well, it's too high in the air to just go around the butt and get it to go down on the ground. I wish it was that easy. And it's in the, like, it's already in the barber chair mode, which is like the most dangerous to cut. You know what I mean? So cutting it at the other end or it's only maybe about this wide instead of this wide, right? That's a pretty big tree. That's probably, well, this tree's more probably like that at the base. It's big poplar. Those are big poplars. Um, it's just to detach it from the roof. The rest of the stuff on the roof is not that bad. Uh, yeah, that one's going to be going to need some ladders for that one for sure. Um, yeah, so underscore offset your cut. In theory, that should just drop straight down. I've done it a few times like that. It works really, really well, especially with like large branches and stuff like that. You have to undercut it. But I do about 3 so that it's more likely to snap off. It creates a relief. So even if you have to double your cut, like there's a little trick. Nobody like, oh, my saw is getting pinched. My saw gets pinched every time I do that. Well, there's a lot of little tricks you can do. First, make your first cut about say halfway down before there's any tension on the bar. Then make a second cut, a third cut. So next thing you know, your notch is this wide or this wide. Cut it even that much out. Just cut that much out. So when if it does do this, it's like you can still get the bar out. You know what I mean? You can put wedges in. You can do all kinds of stuff. But if it's only that round on the where it touches the roof, my only fear is that the log will hit up against the trailer and go through the trailer wall. That's so I got to cut it far enough so that I get a clear drop to the ground. But how do you do that off the ladder safely? You know what I mean? Like the cut's going to be easy. It's where I got how far out can I get the cut safely? Yeah, yeah. So that the whole thing can just drop to the ground and not go through the wall. I mean, that's a really old trailer. And I really, really, really don't want to damage anything. Uh, the other option, but I don't have come alongs, is to side notch it, break it off, and pull it away. Still, because what I'm worried about is that where the base is, where it barber chaired, that it'll spring this way. You know what I mean? Like it'll go like that and then into the trailer, right? So I want it to make sure that I'm back far enough that it drops. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Yeah, it's something like that. And then usually something like that, I do like about 4 or 5 cuts, so I get a bow, and then I can just notch and really bring it down easy. But that's too high. That's at roof level on one side, and the other big issue is that if it rolls when you cut it, that could be very, very dangerous. So I don't think it'll roll, but I'm going to take all the lower branches off as much as possible. So if it did roll, I don't go rolling with it. But if I'm cutting it from the roof, it shouldn't be too bad. It's just I might have to cut it from a ladder, and that gets tricky and scary and all those crazy things. Yeah, yeah. So I'll have to think about how I'm going to do that one. But I got to make a fairly quick decision because I can't leave it up there too long. Because there's going to be a lot of snow up there. I won't be able to know where I'm cutting. Now the tree is held up by the roof, but it doesn't necessarily mean I won't go through that roof. I have no idea. I think it's a tin roof, so it should be okay. But it's like that. I have to assess it better. Bring a ladder, really assess the thing. Bounce back and forth between my client and I. I'm going to see her in December anyway because she owes me money, but for the season. But yeah, I'll have to cut that wood, and then that wood. What I'm going to do with the wood is I got to get the wood here. because I gotta take the wood away. It's just to get it to here. So I'll have to use my dad's truck for that. Or lots of wheelbarrow trips. I mean, she's literally my neighbor, so it's like, yeah. So I got to. That's the plan. That's what I got to figure out. All right, there we go.